Sit down, shut your mouths,
and watch The Gift of Gabe. Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. Oh my god, what an incredible all-out that we just had. Over-exceeded literally every expectation, and we basically saw two back-to-back murders live on pay-per-view. Just, my god, so much crazy, amazing, lovely, amazing wrestling shit went down on this show. So, let's gab about it. First, let's just talk about how we kicked off Daniel Garcia versus MJF. And the simple message, MJF went over, but Daniel Garcia got over. This match was phenomenal. It was as great as we thought it was going to be. Back and forth, these two really just wanting to beat the shit out of each other. Like, oh my god, the match was great. And the Garcia came in this match already over, but it made him even more over. Bro was fighting it out the entire time, like not giving up just so that he could beat MJF's ass, get his revenge. But as I expected, his will, his determination to destroy MJF, get revenge for what happened last time they were in Chicago. Basically, MJF took advantage, low blow, and quick roll up. He ends up winning the match. And then, MJF, dude, never ever shies away from audacity. Tries to then shake Garcia's hand. And Garcia, you know what? He accepts it. You know, yeah, whatever, dude. But fool me once, yeah, did not happen that again, bro. You are not pulling that shit on me twice. Freaking said nope, kicked him in the dick, and then Powell drove his ass to the damn ground as the place erupted. Basically, it's like I said, MJF went over, Garcia got over. This feud is not over by a long shot, and it's pretty much going to go the way I expected it. MJF, but because of Garcia's, getting his own way a little bit because of how much he wanted to break MJF's neck, goes over in this match. But in the rematch, Garcia will win this next match. Whenever it happens, MJF's obviously got to sell, the next stuff. So, I mean, I would probably guess Wrestle Dream, and maybe MJF comes back in like 3 or so weeks, I guess, and then we can go from there. But without a doubt, Garcia is winning the next feud. But this right here showcased why it was the right choice for him to stay in AEW, because he's staying in AEW. Like, he's either about to resign or he already resigned. Bro is a star, and he's going to be champion before this year is over. Just absolutely great match to kick off what was an awesome night. And Max, you could thank Daniel Garcia later for just basically teaching him a very important life lesson. Payback's a bitch. You guys, Ospreay versus Pac. Wow. We went into this having so high expectations. Expectations up to, think of the highest building in the world. That's how high our expectations were for the match. And they still topped it on another level, bro. Oh my god, dude. This match was awesome. There were so many points where I thought that this match was over. There were so many points where we saw crazy poison rounds on Will Ospreay. I'm like, dude, he can't take much more of this. On the apron, in the ring, almost on the top. I'm like, dude, he can't take this much more, Pac. It was crazy. And then, near the end, there were so many times Pac, I thought it was over. Pac just said, nope, quick reversal, and almost had it. And I thought, after countering the top rope poison Rana and hitting the hidden blade, I was like, I'm like, game over, done, that's goated shit, 1, 2, kick out. I was like, what is happening? Ugh. Dude, it was just so damn good. Every single sequence make an argument for it being the best sequence. I don't care. It was so freaking awesome. And the obvious outcome, Ospreay still the international champion. Pac, dude, you're a bastard. You're an amazing seller. You're one of the best ever to do this. Just, God, dude. I mean, he clearly took his frustrations out, later in the night. I'll get to that later. But god dang, what an incredible match. And now, the obvious big goal is Ospreay versus Ricochet. I'm kind of hoping personally it happens, for me when I go, to Grand Slam, I get to, be in the arena for that shit. But I'll wait till it actually happens. I could totally see them actually running it at Wrestle Dream, like on pay-per-view. But, you know, it's like pay-per-view Dynamite, so... And it's going to be like probably the last one for Martha Rash. And he probably has a pay-per-view theme Dynamite, so... I mean, I don't know, crossing my fingers, but just, dude... Ospreay, Pac... Just wow. My God. Guys, let's talk about the ladies real quick. Both matches were super solid. Mercedes and Sheeta for the TBS title was super dope. And no interference, no Renegade Twins, no nothing. The CEO is still the TBS champion. Like that sexy, phenomenal wrestling woman could do anything but win. She's just that goated. But match of the night for the women has to go to Kris Statlander and Willow Nightingale. If you've been watching AEW for like this entire time, you know women and street fights here in AEW is one of the most winning combinations you'll ever see in your life. They always deliver every single time, and Willow's been in more of them than anybody, and Kris has been in a good amount of them too. So this just had all the recipes to just literally steal the show, and it did. Let point this out too. They went on after Ospreay versus Pac. And the crowd was invested the entire time. Crowd was invested really the entire night. There wasn't a point where they're like really lulled. They were in it the entire friggin' time. So, but that had to be like the hardest. So, ladies, great job. Absolutely great job. Pop for Willow was amazing. She's the next women's world champion. She's gonna beat Mariah May. There's literally no babyface on the roster as big as her. She just can't be stopped. That shit is happening next year. I felt like that was why Willow needed to win this, but I get why Kris did. I mean, technically this was supposed to be for the CMLL Women's World Championship, but they didn't want it under, like the CMLL didn't want the championship contested in Street Fight rules. So I'm guessing they'll maybe do that match someday, or maybe they just completely dropped it and now just had Kris win instead of Willow. Obviously would have had to win to retain the CMLL Women's Championship. Though granted, Willow's not going to be hurt by the loss. And, you know... I mean, if Tony was still a champion, I probably would say Kris as a heel would be probably next in line for the Women's World Championship. So I am curious about where she ends up going from here. Same with Willow. But at the end of the day, just absolutely incredible street fight. Ladies, give yourselves a round of applause. You did phenomenal. Women's match of the night. And just, god dang it, dude. AEW's got the best women's division in the entire freaking, like, U.S. of any company, like, dude. And you want to know why? It's because they got Willow Nightingale. Smile anyway. Our girl is unstoppable, win or lose. So clap along, everybody. Okay, guys. I'm going to really talk about, like, two groups right here. The Elite and the BCC. For the Elite, they were having the perfect night. Retaining the tag titles over BCC's Claudio and Yuta. Great tag team match. Young Bucks, our glorious EVPs, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Nicholas. Great job for another amazing, outstanding show. They retain. And then Kazuchika Okada outlasts Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe, and Takeshita in a great fatal four-way. But, bro, Takeshia's coming for that belt, bro. Again, Grand Slam, I'm just saying. But, hey, Takeshita will be winning that Continental Championship. It's just going to happen. I guarantee you that. But BCC's Bryan Danielson, the AEW World Champion, put an ending to the perfect night for the Elite because, oh, cry me a river. Jack Perry did not win the AEW World Championship. And for all you dumbasses out there that were like, oh, this match is going to be lame. And I saw like one person, I'm sure there's probably more, because they just want to be dumbasses. They're like, oh, that match was the worst of Danielson's like run AEW. I'm like, dude, that match was phenomenal. That match was so great. Because you want to know why? All of us who have freaking brains know Jack Perry can wrestle. The match was so great. He had the Chicago crown in the palm of his hands the entire time. And gave Danielson a kick-ass match. Because bro's that good. Future world champion. But obviously Danielson, still the world champion. Using Final Countdown. I didn't expect him to even use that. Like, maybe I didn't think he was going to use it maybe like one more time. But hey, Tony's got the money. So he's like, psh, bro. Here. You only probably have like 3 more matches anyway. Here. It doesn't matter. Pay-per-view matches, I'm giving you this every single time. So that match is great. Christian Cage. So much happened in that segment. I was like, dude, is this it? Is Christian about to cash in? Oh my god. That face-off with Jurassic Express former teammates was pretty cool. And I'm like, dude, this is it. I think Christian Cage is going to cash in. And then Mox shows up. BCC, Claudio Yuta. come out with Pac as well. They form a wall. They say, nah, you're not getting in our business. You're not messing with our boy. And, Christian Cage, Patriarchy, they dip, still with the contract in hand. Who knows when he'll use that. And, well, they go and, Brian, you did good. Danielson even gets a hug from Moxley. Though, people was probably saying in that moment, that hug was like, dude, I love you. And in some ways, I'm sorry. Boom! Uppercut by Claudio. Crowd is stunned. Danielson's face is just like, what? And we literally see basically attempted murder live on pay-per-view. Moxley whips out a freaking bag and puts it over Danielson's head. What? Marina Shafir is kicking the shit out of referee and security. And one of the MVPs of this segment is Wheeler Yuta. Because Pac the entire time is holding back Wheeler Yuta. He's just yelling, no, Mox, stop. And he's like crying, tearing up. He's like, no, stop. And this is so great because Danielson has said multiple times, Yuta's like a son to me. So Yuta, to him, that Danielson's like a father figure. So that really helped make the whole segment was crazy and great, leaving us with so many questions because Yuta stayed back with Danielson, and the rest of the members really didn't show any remorse when leaving. Claudio was just had Pac on like, hey, let him go. It's fine. Let him go. We'll dip. And, Pac let him go, and Yuta went off with Danielson, get him checked out. But there's so many questions. One, why did Moxley do this? And two, what does this mean for Wheeler Yuta? He's literally 1/3 of the Trios Championship with Pac and Claudio. How are they going to defend the championships like this? And also, what if this possibly happens? Moxley's been trying to talk to Darby. Is he trying to get him into this group? Because if that's the case, what if we have Danielson Darby for the world title at Grand Slam, which will happen, and then in that match, Wheeler could turn right there after being like, dude, I don't know what happened. I'm so devastated, but then screw Danielson right there. And then Darby is in on it and turn heel himself and win the world championship at Grand Slam, joining this group. What if that shit happens? That'd be literally insane. There's so many questions that we need answers to, but the pure chaos, that whole thing was incredible. And just, my God, I mean, rest in peace to BCC. First we lost William Regal, and now, Danielson is on the outs. Just, wow. And crazy. And look how much they accomplished in 2 years. Great match, great follow-up segment with so many moving and tangible parts that, are going to make for some great freaking storytelling over the next 3 months. Just my freaking God. But holy shit. Guys, we basically saw multiple murders here on pay-per-view tonight. First with Danielson, getting Larry covered by a freaking bag by Moxley, and then just the entire unsanctioned lights out steel cage match. Just, wow. What a brutal freaking masterpiece of violence. I mean, the freaking cinder block, the needles, a needle in Swerve's mouth. Tables crashing into chairs, the barbed wires, a steel chair, unprotected shot right on the head, gimmick chair, of course, shattering over Swerve's head, and just, oh my God. And in the end, Hangman gets the win like I expected. He just needed the win more. The feud is not over. It's definitely not over. We are going to run this back again someday. Swerve, I think, is definitely taking a vacay, like I said, and you might not see him till Wrestle Dream, maybe a little bit after, because he's got to sell these effects. Because Broly got murdered with that steel chair, and he cinder block right on the freaking back, dude. Oh my God. And then Hangman, he grazed it, but it's cinder block. Even if it grazes you, it's we get a rug burn times 50,000. It was an instant blemish, and it looks probably even worse right now. Ugh. The match lived up to all of our expectations. That shit was crazy. That ending was just holy shit. Ref had to just call it off and be like, dude, understand so Swerve looked dead. And even Hangman, I love the storyline progression they kind of definitely went with, because there was kind of 2 moments right after the match was over and he was looking back at him in the ring, and when he almost went back to continue beating down Swerve, but stopped himself and decided to just keep walking and leave it as it is. I think that was the first, for a tiny millisecond, a bit of remorse came through of where he was just like, even if in his own mind was like, I'm the better man, he doesn't need it. At the back of his mind, he's like, dude, it's over. I'm done. I don't need it. I've done enough to him. He's paid for his sins. And then, he's just like, then he just started like screaming out in joy, like, yes, yes. Just so happy he slayed the biggest demon of his career to date. I mean, just my God. Cowboy shit indeed. Bro just killed a mogul. Bro just killed the first black AEW world champion. God dang. Oh my God. I mean, just bravo to both guys for another incredible match that we'll remember forever. And these guys are destined to fight forever. So I can't wait to when they do it again. But Hangman, congrats on the win, bro. You absolutely deserve it. You definitely earned it. And finally, on this night, no matter even though the record books won't show it, we all know it. On this night, you were the better man, and you beat Swerve Strickland in the middle of that ring. Okay, guys, that is all out. We are Dunsky. Put in the rearview mirror. We are done. Holy shit. First All In was amazing 2 weeks ago, and then we just run it back with this. Oh my freaking God, dude. Like, just wow. Like, where's the Costco, like, brothers? Yeah, they brought the boom. Like, shit, bro. My God. Ugh, well, we gotta move on from that insane awesomeness of violence, because Bad Blood, the big road to that, will continue this Monday on Raw. Raw season premiere. It's WWE week on USA, because literally everything's on USA now. And, Bret Hart's looking to show up in Calgary. I'm guessing part of a Gunther Sammy segment. And then, we got Dynamite this Wednesday. We're going to begin the road to Grand Slam and to Wrestle Dream. Figure out what happened at the end with BCC, why they turned on Danielson, and what's next for Hangman now that he's totally, for the time being, gotten Swerve out of his life. And then SmackDown this Friday. SmackDown premiere on USA. They will have Cody versus Solo inside of a steel cage for the WWE Championship, and Roman's definitely going to come back and screw him. Or hey, maybe it'll be Jimmy. Probably not. It's going to be Roman. But guys, seriously, you're not going to want to miss any of these shows going down. You're certainly not going to want to miss what your boy, the best dabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. So keep on liking, and damn sure keep on subscribing, and most importantly, keep on remembering that when it comes talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe right here. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed All Out. It was incredible. Another amazing one for the history books. You want to go up and put it right with 2021 All Out, fine. If you want to say it's better, no problem with that either. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it. It was great. Let's get to the roads to Bad Blood and Wrestle Dream. So until then, deuces, and I will see you guys from after the Raw season premiere.